In our data access, we have application DB context and we have created all our models in the database. But we have never accessed or rather retrieved anything using EF Core. To get started with the fundamentals, let me show you how to do that in the console application before we switch on to the web application. So in the console application, I only have program.cs. Here I will have to access the DB context that is inside the data access project, and in dependencies project, I already added data access. So that is good. But we need to create an object of the DB context, which is application DB context. So we will add a using statement and we will create application DB context. Let me call that context is equal to new. Then on the context, we have database dot. There are few methods here that I want to walk you through. The first one here is ensure created. What this will do is if your database is not created, when the execution comes over here, it will first find the connection string and it will try to determine whether the database exists or not. The ensure created here will create the database if that does not exist. Our database already exists, so nothing will happen even if this is executed. But if I hover here, you can read further that if the database exists and has tables, then no action is taken. It does not make sure that the database schema is compatible with our EF Core model. And if the database exists but does not have any table, then EF model is used to create the database schema. And finally, if the database does not exist at all, then the database is created and EF Core model is used to create the schema as well. So that is one method that I wanted to show you guys. Another method that I wanted to show you is in if condition we can say context.database.get pending migrations. What this will do is it will get all the migrations that have not yet been applied to the database. And if the migrations are not applied, we can use the method context.database.migrate to apply all the pending migrations to database. This way, when we run the application, if any migrations are pending, it will automatically be applied to the database. But that sounds good for the helper methods. Let me comment that out. We don't need them because we have already applied all the migrations and the database is already created. We want to retrieve some data from, let's say, the books table. How do we do that? Let me continue with that from the next video.